Hi, Joy Jibrilu, Director General of the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism, Investment and Aviation. It is just so wonderful to be at an in-person conference where we're celebrating all things travel and tourism. We know that the pandemic really hit the tourism industry, I think more profoundly than any other industry. And I, like everybody else I'm sure, Zoomed, WebEx, Teams out. And so to be here, being able to meet with our partners, have these critical meetings and discuss the way forward as we emerge out of the pandemic has just been superb, and so excited to be here. To be at World Travel Market on the heels of what has been a truly exciting period for us, it just couldn't be more timely. For the first time ever in the Bahamas' history, we will have 6 direct flights with British Airways to the Bahamas per week, so every day except Monday. And Virgin will be returning after many years. I think I've said many enough to let you know just how long it is. Returning back to the Bahamas with a direct flight. And all of these flights are from London Heathrow. So we're particularly pleased because it not only speaks about opening up the UK for the Bahamas, but also our European travelers. It's so much easier for them to connect, and even beyond that. So 8 direct flights to Nassau, the capital, every week. It's just, it's the best news. It's Christmas come early. So the Bahamas is really rebounding and continues to rebound quite well after being closed down for so many months as a result of COVID-19. We saw the return of tourism. Obviously, we opened up to the USA sooner. So unlike the rest of the world, travel between the Bahamas and the USA continued throughout this period. But now with the opening up of the United Kingdom, Europe and Canada, that just broadens the horizon for us in terms of getting back to some degree of normalcy. But beyond that, notwithstanding the pandemic, we've seen a lot of development continue to take place in terms of infrastructure and tourism product, the development of new tourism product. So persons may know about one of our newest resorts on the capital of Nassau, Bahamas. They've just opened up a $250 million water park, which people have found really exciting, and lots of signature restaurants with celebrity chefs. And what this has done is added to all the amazing culinary offerings that are available in the Bahamas, and is really setting us apart as a destination to come to explore culinary delights, not only from an international scene with the Marcus Samuelson restaurant or Cafe Boulud, Nobu's, or any of the more well-known ones, but also Bahamian cuisine as well. But one of the things I think that we're all truly excited about is that work has continued on the Port of Nassau in the capital city of Nassau. And we see this as being part of the renaissance of the redevelopment of the historical city of Nassau in the Bahamas. We've just seen the opening of Margaritaville and The Point, which is a new resort in the heart of downtown. And so all this new development means that if people haven't been for a few years, they're in for a pleasant surprise. So on a big scale as well as the smaller scale. So great opportunity to connect airlift with new development that's taking place to see the re-emergence and the renaissance of the Bahamas. Sustainability is critical for the Bahamas. Our whole tourism product is built on the environment, a pristine marine environment to the in fact, I should put it in perspective. The Bahamas was the first country to have in place a preserved water park. So we're aiming to have 20% of our oceans protected as a marine protected environment. And to see that taking place, and that ties in amazingly with the award that the Bahamas, we think we're a small nation, 400,000 population, and to have 2 people from the Bahamas win won the Earthshot Award, the first ever, for their work with coral and restoration of coral, the Coral Vita Foundation. We're just thrilled, but that is critical to us. It's critical for a number of reasons. We're susceptible to extreme weather events, and in fact we feel that we had a double whammy. Just before the pandemic hit, we were hit with the most severe hurricane ever recorded, Hurricane Dorian, that wiped out two of our islands. And so we know that the restoration of our coral reefs, making sure that they're restored, is so critical. So the tie-in with that, and to know that that just happened a few short weeks ago, it's a great cause for celebration, brings awareness to the plight of the damage that's being done to the coral and how important it is. So that's just an example of some of the great initiatives that are taking place in the Bahamas at this time. Tourism is the lifeblood of the Bahamas. In fact, we probably have one of the highest GDPs that's directly contributable to tourism. So if you look at our GDP direct, the numbers range anywhere from 29% up to 40%. But if you look at indirect contribution from tourism, that number goes up to 60%. One of the things that we're deeply concerned about in the Bahamas and that we look at is the leakages from the earnings from tourism within the Bahamas. So out of every dollar that's earned, we know that approximately 85 cents is lost because it goes out of the country. So the Bahamian government recognizes the importance of supporting local businesses so that we can retain more of the income earned from tourism to help support and grow not just our economy locally, but to help and support infrastructure growth. That's schools, that's hospitals, that's everything that we depend upon. And to that end, we have a new government in place. In fact, it's just a couple of weeks old, not even 2 months as yet. But one of their key priorities is to support local business developments, local entrepreneurs, and the new Minister of Tourism is a private sector businessman himself, former president of the Bahamas Chamber of Commerce, and he's put this as a key priority and a key focus. So you will see that our small business development fund in the Bahamas Venture Capital Fund, etc., working with the Ministry of Finance, working with the Ministry of Tourism, will all be working hand in hand to lend the necessary support, not just financially, but also in the creation of business plans, marketing plans, to help our small businesses get to the level that they need to be to make them attractive to our international investors.